Good morning. Good morning. It is Monday morning. It is 7:14 a.m. Today is Media Monday. Every Monday we're going to talk about the media and the role the media plays in distorting the truth in the black community. Now we got the coronavirus going on and everybody talking about the people feeding in the community, and you talking about how the coronavirus is affecting the black community, but all you showing on media is white people. You're showing very few black people. You're not showing no black people doing the good in the community to uplift the community. You're making it seem like white people is coming to save black Baltimore. I've been feeding the homeless for years, long time. We're going to cut into the ride Nature Rifle right now. I'm going to give you a little breakdown of his sorry ass. All right. This is Media Monday. And this is Fox 45. And they are supporting Theroux. And Theroux is nothing but a Republican. He's really a Republican with a Democratic ticket. Because all his policies is about Republicans and Republican shit. Y'all doing audits and money. Y'all doing crime and justice. But ain't nobody asked where Theroux got that 9,000 people with $6,000 donations. When Governor O'Malley brought the brown people here back in 2010, Governor O'Malley's last session, he started bringing brown bodies here in 2006, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pharmaceutical companies, all that shit. Dunkin' Donuts, 7-Elevens. It was a high population. And the community thrived out on Falls Road and Padonia Road. So I know about. They got a lot of money that they bring into the Democratic Party. But they got a lot of Republican issues. The haves and the have-nots. He cares about the people with money. He don't care about black Baltimore. He used Snoot and he used those squeegee boys to get his foot in the door. That's how he exploits black Baltimore. That's a snake, and y'all need to understand that. For real. Now, when I see Theroux, he's up in the Greater Baltimore Committee, and that's where he gets his marching orders from. The Greater Baltimore Committee dictates what happens here in Baltimore. You understand? The Greater Baltimore Committee dictates that. And the power elite, your elected officials, that's who ass they kiss. Now, I'm telling you what I know because I've been following y'all since 2004. Governor O'Malley was Councilman O'Malley. Then became Mayor O'Malley. Jessamy was the state's attorney. Dixon was in office. Y'all got rid of Dixon because Dixon let the drug dealers sell their drugs and the drug dealers kept the guns and the shootings down. When O'Malley got in office, he wanted everybody to go to jail. He was making money off of y'all, and y'all let stop and frisk and zero tolerance flourish. You understand? Y'all been letting O'Malley's policies go for a long time, but y'all ain't calling them out on that shit. Now y'all got Theroux coming in here claiming to do something for black people, but he ain't going to do nothing for y'all. It's a dog and pony show. Fox 45 get that man so much airtime, it's ridiculous. He get more airtime than anybody, and he done ran for office for state's attorney. He done ran for office for this, for that. What was he doing when he was a state's attorney? Look at his record when he was a state's attorney and a state prosecutor. All right? His end game is mass incarceration in the prison industry. The state of Maryland's inmates make over $500 million a year, and they're not doing nothing for the inmates. The coronavirus is broken out inside the prisons, and ain't nobody talking about that on the news. But the guards bring that into the institution. Like I said, it's Media Monday. You turn into Media Monday. Tune into Anchor Broadcasting, Anchor FM, and I'm going to give you the whole story. I'm going to give you the whole truth. And if anybody got a problem with anything I say, you can contact me. All right? I'm a community activist in Baltimore. I'm deep in Baltimore. I'm out in Cherry Hill right now. But I'm well known wherever you say Shorty. That's Hassan Giordano. That's my award from Hassan Giordano. And since y'all taking media to another place, I'm just going to tune up my gears. That's Shameful Sundays, Monday's Media Day, Trifling Tuesdays, Washed Out Wednesdays, Throwback Thursdays, Fuck You Fridays, and Sucker Free Saturdays. That's my Community Verizon Award, all right, from Verizon, because I see through this shit. Now, we talking about the media. If you go to Style Magazine, you'll see me in Style Magazine, all right? You'll see me in Style Magazine. That's Ozzie Newsome. I work for Ozzie Newsome. I work for the Ravens, the Orioles, 85% of the richest people in the state. And everything that I'm telling you about the media is in the Department of Justice hands. That's 98 Robt. They know me too. You see who that is? Those are my friends. I feed Baltimore. I feed all of Baltimore. That's the first article y'all did on me. Baltimore. Yeah, meat on fire. See that? Shorty's Pit Beef, Windy Valley, Joppa Road. You feel me? Those are my customers and my clients. I've been selling barbecue since 1997, and I'm getting ready to fire it up. We're talking about the role the media plays in misinformation and demonizing black people. This is from Lake County, Illinois in 2007. Community in crisis. Our community been in crisis for a long time and don't nobody care about our community. You exploit our community. So I put our community on the toilet. Facebook, social media for social change. Y'all using Facebook Live now? I've been using Facebook Live. I've been using Facebook since Cal Ripken retired. And them toilets been around City Hall for a long time. That toilet was about Scott Shellenberger. It was about Scott Shellenberger, and it's right there. And it was evidence against Scott Shellenberger and the corruption in your courts, and the media knew about it. That's Cal Ripken, right there. And the movie was called Letters Design. Now, Mayor Pugh know about it. And like I said, I'm a prisoner's right advocate. I've been advocating for prisoners since I got here. You can see the first story they did on me on Richard Share. Because if we go to jail, we got to share that toilet. Toilet don't care if you black, white, straight, or gay. A toilet take your shit every day. Now, I'm speaking out for the inmates. I'm speaking out for the prisoners. I'm speaking out for Black Baltimore. And I ain't going to fall down. I'm going to take you into the basement because hip-hop came from the basement. Started in the basement. We're going to take you on a journey. All right? Mainstream media demonizes Black Baltimore, and y'all need to wake up to that shit. When y'all see me in the streets, you see me shutting Fox 45 down. When Freddie Gray was murdered, that's when I started shutting the media down. You can go to Don Lemon, you go to anybody and look at all the videos. I shut them down. In front of City Hall, if I said they wasn't showing shit, I shut it down. My camera's stronger than your media. Because you got to come in the streets. You got to take your shit back to get cut and edited. I'm going to put it right there in your face. 2020, social media for social change. Live feeds. Show up was I'm going to show out. And I'm going to take you what it's all about. The media has a relationship with these public officials. They protect the public officials. Because, see, GOP Carter say that she was the one that turned in... GOP Carter say she's the one that turned in Mary Kathleen Pugh. GOP Carter, Luke Broadwater, and Fern Shen. Well, I turned in the Democratic Party in 2008, and you was on it. I turned in the Democratic Party because of the money y'all was making off of black bodies with stop and frisk and zero tolerance. I turned y'all in a long time ago, and your name was on that paperwork. Nicole Mundo used to work for you. Karen York used to work for Kurt Anderson. Christopher Williams was your first-hand man. And I've been coming to Annapolis for the longest, and you won't open your mouth about my case. I was kidnapped by the state because I was making a documentary about your politics and your politicians. You done paid me for putting these signs up. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Dog, I fed you and you bit me. You thought by me putting your signs up, me and you was friends? No, you got a job to do. Senate Bill 374. I want to access the grand jury. As long as you sitting in that office, you got a job to do. As long as you sitting in office, you got a job to do. Because like I said, I'm a member of Out for Justice. I'm also the founding member of the Baltimore Block. You feel me? Dwayne Shorty Davis. That's another award I got from Nicole Mundo. So I know what I'm talking about. That's the Department of Justice number. Right here. 29. That's my ID number. Alright? Department of Justice ID number. All right. So I turned y'all in 2014. That's when Marilyn Mosby came on the scene. I turned you in 2011 for the money that you was making off of racketeering and fraud in the court. That's Mayor Pugh, and that's Mosby. You got it. Like I said, today is Media Monday, and we're going to show you who got what and how long y'all been knowing about it. It's Media Monday, and Mary Washington, you don't get no pass neither. I'm getting ready to build toilets. I'm with West Wednesdays, and I got the name shutting down Shorty from Tawanda Jones. I shut shit down when I show up. Mic check. Like I said, documentary, all about the Maryland politics. Mr. Davis, get Shorty. Yeah, you got more Shorty than you can stand. That officer is one of my clients. He used to come to my store. I did parties and catered events for this officer. All right? Media Mondays. That's Shorty, champion for justice. That's dedicated to Cornelius Adams. He did a story about me in his magazine, Vibe magazine. 2020, where's Waldo? No, you're going to know where Waldo's at, because Waldo's going to be showing up with toilets. These toilets are going to be just like Waldo. Where's Waldo? No, where's Hogan? Y'all made, Donald Trump had a rally here over the summer. Y'all remember when I was cussing out that white man? Well, guess what Donald Trump got in his head? You want to make America great again? You got to address America's hate again. We got to clean this shit up, because we're going to pop some shit off. Y'all brung Donald Trump, and he talked about the corruption and draining the swamp. I'm talking about ratting y'all out. Because when we was at the rally, you had the rat head, you had the rat, and you had Donald Trump. Now I'm going to pull out what Donald Trump got in his head, because he got a lot of dumb shit going on. Media Mondays. This is my media soapbox, the toilet. That's Donald Trump. And y'all voted for this shit. Media Mondays. We talking about the Constitution and how you demonizing black people. We talking about the consent decree. If I go to jail, we got to share that toilet. And this toilet got something to say. Like Mr. Hinky, the Christmas turd. How you doing? This all coming out of Donald Trump's head. He got a lot of shit with him. Damn. Look at that. That's a big turd. That's President Obama. That's President Trump. That's President Trump. And that right there is Congressman Cummings. That's President Trump. It's election year. I'm potty training politicians. People pay attention to dumbass shit. And I'm getting ready to shit on y'all. That's President Trump. And that's my dog collar. Black Lives Matter. We getting ready to stick some pins in this. Getting ready to pop this shit off. Uh-oh. On that note, go to Twitter and see what Eddie Griffith had to say about President Trump and Lysol. I got a lot of jokes about Trump. Talking heads. Welcome to the shit show. And I got a lot of shit to show you. I got a lot of shit to show you. Like I said, I'm building toilets. And I'm making moves and making movies. And I got trinkets. See the shit coming out his mouth? That's some Donald Trump shit. But this is Baltimore shit. Y'all tried to arrest me and lock me up and intimidate me about this movie and this documentary. This movie and documentary is all about Baltimore. All about Baltimore, Obama, New York City. Word on the street. Word on the street is Ho's a successful barbecue. We fed over 700 people long before the coronavirus came out. Word on the street is, if y'all want to stop the violence, y'all got to end the war on drugs. Word on the street is he's been protecting the corruption since he got here. That's his job. Because when he came here, I took videos. I told him, I handed him the corruption. Word on the street is the news says that I'm a terrorist. They called me a terrorist. I went home on vacation, came back on probation. And mainstream media knew Kai Jackson, Vic Carter, Mary Mubala. All right? No private police. Lieutenant Governor Brown. Ceasefire. Dog, I got all I need. I got Starbucks too. Because like I said, this is all about the media. It's media day today. It's all about the media. Maryland, 2005. All about the media. Because that's Shorty right there. That's my store on Falls Road. I'm going to take you on a journey of how long I've been in the media. How long you've been knowing about me. And we're going to talk about how long Vic Carter been knowing about me. Kai Jackson, Mary Mubala. We're going to talk about the media. Because Congressman Cummings' legacy is going to be tainted. It's going to be tainted with the truth. Go get that truth from Brian Frost. Go get it from Governor Hogan. Because right there it says, Dear Governor Hogan, get that mail. Play those games. Because the media is going to tell the truth about me. You don't tell the truth about me, I'm shutting you down. Y'all already see Elijah Westbrook from Fox 45, Mary Mubala. Anytime I see y'all, I'm shutting y'all down. You call the police, charge me with something, we'll go to court. But when we go to court, we're going to take these tapes. We take these tapes. The shielding law does not protect the media. So if y'all want to run your stories, stay in your stations. The media knowingly lied to the public about me on February the 7th, 2011. You called me a terrorist. Dog, I was making a movie about y'all. It's called Portraits of a Letter. It was one of the 13 movies. And it was exploiting Fox and how Fox exploits black community. It demonizes us. It was exposing the money y'all make off of black bodies. Go look at the Alec, the corporation. That's all I was doing. They talked about it. I named you. I put your faces on it. I publicly shame you. So turn into Anchor TV, Anchor Broadcasting at 8 a.m. all day. We're going to talk about the media. 30 minutes about the media. We're going to talk about Jane Miller. We're going to talk about Barry Sims. We're going to talk about Stephen Janis and the real news. We're going to talk about the real news. We're going to talk about Fox 45. We're going to talk about Diana Sugg. Because anything that I'm telling you, Diana Sugg got it. She's with the Baltimore Sun. Baltimore Sun been knowing about this from the beginning. Timothy Ryan was the editor. Brent Jones. 2020, I'm coming for what belongs to me. We trading places.